Welcome to Bottle Rock Company.
Yep. Yeah, man. Go crazy. Yes. Ow. Pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow. Hello. Hi. What's up, guys? How are you? We're back for another damn episode of this podcast. It's called the Bottle Rocket Company Podcast, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of you coming home late. I'm sick of you not telling me the truth. So I'm going to give you one chance. If you're at home, tell me the truth. If you're sitting at home listening to this, is what I mean. Tell me the truth. You can do that. You can be honest. Ow! Today's episode is stupid. It's genuinely the dumbest. It's the dumbest thing that you could think of times 100 and cover it in chocolate syrup. It'd be the dumbest thing. It'd be a chocolate stupid sundae is what this episode is. Today we interview Hudson McNeese, who is the most talented and most funny man I've ever met in my life. The first guy I met when I moved to Hollywood. He put me up in his apartment and taught me how to do stand-up comedy, and that's why we're here. He is the best person I've ever met. Hudson is a dear friend. And I will warn you guys, much like this intro, we talk for so long, we say ultimately literally nothing we say, but laced throughout our childlike, stupid, silly things that we're discussing, Hudson says some incredibly wise things and shows some insight into his creative process, which is a really, really special, unique, one-of-a-kind thing. Hudson shot the album art for my debut record, Sunflower. I don't know if I said that already, but Hudson has traveled with us on tour and has shot multiple photos for this project, which are truly some of my favorite photos of all time. So I feel very lucky to get to be his pal, and to call him my pal, which I'm kind of nervous to be doing. I don't think I've ever outright said it. Hudson, you're my pal. Tough luck for you if you just had to hear me do this intro. Maybe better luck next time. Y'all don't have to listen to this whole episode. There's some stupid things. There's some funny stories. Hudson is so funny. I think the last couple minutes is really where we start actually talking about stuff. Hudson's favorite scary movie is Marriage Story. If you want to know why, I recommend at least getting an hour and 15 minutes deep into this episode. But again, if you don't want to do that, I understand why, because it's long and it's goofy. But rock on. All right. Hudson McNeese on the Bottle Rocket Company Podcast. Oh, just a little warning. There is talk of tobacco. We smoke some cigars during this, so have your cigars ready to light up and do it along with us while we do this episode, baby. Let's go crazy. I just ate breakfast. Maybe that's why I'm being so pumped up. I think I had enough coffee too. I didn't have too much coffee. Hudson McNeese, Bottle Rocket Company Podcast. Let's fire it up.
Okay, this
Yeah.
Okay. Who the crap made such an awesome fire?
Oh my god.
Oh, I can hear you in my ears and it sounds awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we're going, man. What happened with the orange juice?
Oh, so basically, my freaking nerd roommate hid the orange juice from me. They were mad I slurped it all up.
How long have you been a pissed off dude?
Now I'm a pissed off guy.
What do you think is the hardest part about being one of the most pissed off dudes in America? Oh my gosh.
Holy crud.
I'm going to try to get a fire sound. Yeah, that feels really good to me. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get a splitter and I'm gonna get headphones.
Are you sure? I can just take these off.
No, it'll be fun for the whole experience.
Okay.
Wait, does it make you mad? You seem pissed.
I am fucking fuming.
Does that make you
I'm
mad
so
if I had headphones too?
Why would that make me angry?
You just seem pretty adamant about me not getting another set. You're like, either
I just don't think you need them, dude.
Either
I don't know why the fuck would you. I don't know why the fuck you'd go get headphones right now. Should I leave it rolling while you're gone?
Yeah.
Okay. You're running. Oh, he's running. Guys, I'm so excited to be doing this episode. We're out here. I'm going to explain the setting and then see how Hudson would explain the setting. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Briston Maroney. I'm 23 years old. I'm sitting by a fire that Hudson and I made. We've made quite a few of those together in our days. And he ran inside to get some headphones. We're both sipping some OJ. I got some Simple Truth OJ today. Vegan. Well, frankly, vegan as fuck. You can see the audio bars popping up from the jump. It's a Focusrite, so I don't know if that affects your vibe with it or whatever.
I am vibing.
I'm already feeling really good about the vibe of this one. Yeah, are you down to keep Oh, it is going to be so awesome when we both have headphones on. I feel like we're going to be screaming. Do you need more volume? Can you hear it?
Oh, God.
Do you want this episode to be mostly bending over sounds? Mostly
we'll
sounds.
bend closer to the fire.
Us, I want to, do an episode where we're saying a couple thoughts, but halfway through, we're just doing what you just did. We're just bending over and, making that sort of like a grunt sound. That feels great to me. Does that feel good in your ears? Yeah, it feels fantastic. Okay, while you're gone, I said that I was going to describe, and I'm going to go ahead and fire up one of these Russian cream cigars while we're getting into this part. I was describing the setting, and then I said I think it'd be a good experiment to get a taste of. So I explained the setting of where we're at right now in my words, but then I wanted you.
You said
words.
that 4 times.
Well, because I'm fiddling around with the cigar while we're doing that. Does anybody have a lighter? I'm not about to use this fucking fire.
Hey, what's up? Does anybody have a lighter out there?
Hey, seriously, if y'all are listening and you have a lighter, toss it. We will catch it. They literally Hudson is one of the best catchers I've ever met in my life. He can catch anything you throw at him.
It's true. I've got hands that are 12 feet tall, so I really can't miss a damn thing.
What do you think is the difference between you and me, other than our hands? That's the easy part.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Is this a real question?
I guess. Well, no.
Because that's easy.
What is it? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're Christians. We said a similarity. What's one thing that's different than...
What's one thing that's different than us? 1, 2, 3. We're Christians.
Oh, no. I'm already... I guess if people are hearing this part, they will have heard me already say giggle warning. But I want you to know that on the drive down here today, I already said to myself, I did the intro in my head where I'm going to go, okay, guys, major giggle warning on this one. Yeah, I'm lighting the cigar.
Briston is lighting the cigar with the open flame over here. This is good.
What do you want me to use? A closed flame? Come on, comedy fans out there, you guys listen to...
Wait 1 second. Let's give him time. Comedy fans out there?
Yeah, you guys can we'll give you time to type an email and send it. We'll put the email in the bio of this. Is this your first... This isn't your first podcast experience, is it?
I don't know. I'd say yes. First thing that
what do you mean? I don't know.
Will be live. No, I've definitely sat in a room with other nerds and talked to them on a mic before.
Okay, that's fair.
But
was it recorded?
For our own pleasure.
Yeah, it was not.
I would get in my car afterwards and just listen to us go.
It was mostly for the drive home.
Yeah.
I got sick of listening to the radio.
Yeah, sick of listening to the radio. So, and sometimes I just got really bad memories. So I usually like to record most conversations, and on the drive home, just kind of revamp.
Wow, that could be really tough if you said some mean stuff. If you didn't remember, but then you listened back and you thought, I'm being a real jerk.
Yeah, I've relived a lot of mean memories. Whenever I go back and listen to this, I will cry.
Uh-oh. You think you're planning on being mean already? Isn't it crazy how much time we've already not said anything?
Yeah, you were on a roll there, and I totally ripped you off of your train.
Nah, dude, I don't believe in...
I said, stop that train!
Like the John
Mayer song, yeah.
Thank you.
Stop that train.
Stop that train. It's so much better thinking of him pointing at the one train.
And you're on it.
Did you... So speaking of trains, growing up, what kind of music...
I love to train.
Thank you. They're this episode's sponsor, Meet Virginia. It's still a good song. I genuinely sang the lyrics to Meet Virginia in my head and a little bit out loud the other day alone in the car, and I think that song still holds up. Do you remember that song very well?
Maybe could you sing a little bit?
She doesn't own the dress, hair is always a mess, she catches stealing, she won't confess.
Oh yeah.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
You know what that song's about?
Yeah. No.
Michael Keaton.
You said Michael Keaton?
Nah. You got the headphones and you can't hear what I said?
Honestly, it's kind of low in my headphones.
Oh, is it really?
Is it?
Maybe I can use maybe I can use voice that cuts a bit more.
Yeah.
Do you want to crank yours up? I think you're getting a good
Are you
level.
good in your headphones?
Yeah,
This
I
is
can
like
go-
the best part of the podcast is where the two people are like,
Is that better?
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's great to
Oh
me.
God, yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hi, good morning. You know that none of this is
Yeah,
getting excluded.
Oh, I thought
did you think I was...
Put in, I
Do you
was
want
like,
to say
thank
what?
God.
Do you want to say what's the same about us?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. We're Christians.
Wait, no,
That's what's different about us. Wait, okay, let's go back to what I originally was saying, because I said the original... My original question to start all this off is, when you went inside to get headphones, I was explaining the setting, and then I wanted you to come out and explain the setting, and then compare. You think that's Delta?
Oh, yeah.
That's flying over us right now?
No, I think that's Frontier.
How can you tell?
Because they're throwing the baggage out of the back.
Because it looks like a Labrador Retriever driving the plane. I have a really funny Frontier story, but could you first explain the setting of where we're recording at, just to look inside your mind?
Oh, okay. So we are sitting in a patchy backyard. A lot of dirt, a lot of really nice grass in between that, some pretty vibrant grass. I don't know, you didn't see it because you got here whenever it was dark, but
Yeah.
And we for some reason are not on a porch. We're in front of a porch set up, but it's because we have this fire rolling.
Yep.
Massive fire. It's about 13 feet tall and about 20 feet wide, and there are about 20 to 24, 30-year-old men dancing around it right now. And yeah, we're set up about 20 feet from that.
Yeah, distanced is it's a buzzword for this year, for sure. I think our synopsis of where we're at lined up really well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is that sort of what you said?
I think I'd counted less people, but it goes to show you have a generous heart.
Mm.
Can you hear me inhaling and exhaling like this?
I heard you.
It sounds like I'm sucking on a pair of dice. Dang. Well, this is your home that we're in right now, or well, we're outside of your home, but
This is my new home. Yeah,
we're in Atlanta, or Decatur.
Decatur.
How long have you been a resident of Decatur, Georgia?
Oh, about 2 months. Yeah.
Damn. And we'll put the address in the bio.
Yeah, that's perfect. And my number is 423-212.
I'm gonna insert in the final digits.
Yeah, put it over
instead of censoring. So
I'll say each digit periodically throughout this, and you can piece it
I'll
together.
cut it together. 3, 6, 1. So, Decatur, Georgia drew you here for what reason? Because you came here from where? Nashville?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I lived in Murfreesboro.
Where are you from?
I'm from Greenville, Tennessee, which is eastern Tennessee, little small town. And then I went to Murfreesboro to go to school at MTSU.
Which stands for?
It stands for My Totally Sick University.
It's yours?
Yeah. Yeah, I started it. Thank you. No, it stands for Middle Tennessee University.
My mom graduated from there, so
Really?
I guess I have you to thank. Yeah, she really
from
did.
my university
Well,
or
from MTSU.
MTSU.
Which I guess is your...
Wait, I actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that about her for a long time either. But yeah, she lived in Murfreesboro and went to school there.
Wow.
I don't know what she studied. I'd have to ask her.
It's a pretty formative place.
Yeah? What was your
I think so.
experience there like?
I liked it. I liked it as much as I didn't. Like, it was still like moving from a small town, like, and going to Murfreesboro. It was like pretty big. It felt like for me, but it's still kind of a small town, like outskirts of like Nashville, like 45 minutes away from Nashville. But it was like super accessible to like the Nashville area, which was like different than I have ever experienced. But it was like I still enjoy like being on the outskirts of like what's going on and like kind of being in a more town like city, like that's kind of like why we live in Decatur right now, versus like this Atlanta city, and because it's cheaper. Like I drive a Prius, so I don't mind doing a little driving.
They're a sponsor. So I don't mind putting the pedal down.
I drive a 2009 Toyota Prius. It was repoed, and a man fixed it up for me. This is a shout out to Done Deals Auto Parts.
Y'all are people of your words. You've done the deal. That's really interesting to me that you came to another city that was kind of the outskirt town of a big metropolitan city. What do you think draws you most to these kind of smaller cities that border like big hub areas?
I don't know. I do like it. I don't think it was like always necessarily sought out, but it's definitely like financially the best bet.
Sure.
For sure. And also like I like having a yard and like being at a house rather than an apartment right now in my life.
Did you ever do the dorm thing in Murfreesboro? Or
no, I skipped out on the dorm sitch. And I moved straight into a house with my brother was going to school at MTSU at the time too, so we just got a place together, and it was his last year and my first year.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so that was, and then by the time he moved out, I had made friends, and they were all trying to get out of dorms. So
what were you like? Give me a breakdown of who you were when you got to college. Like, what were you? Getting unfiltered. Like, tell me who you were.
I was like pretty like, oh man, I don't know. I was like a nerd, big nerd. Like, loved film and stuff like that. I liked editing a lot. And I was like, I'm gonna go to school for film and video. I ended up changing like the first semester.
What do you remember the moment that you were like, this isn't for me anymore?
Yeah, it wasn't even necessarily that. It was like I couldn't make like, for some reason I wasn't inspired enough to make like long-winded films or like write films and stuff all the time. And so in the meantime I was like just taking photos of things, and then at one point I was like, well, actually I like this better.
Professor?
I was like, Professor, actually I want to take short movies and call them photos.
Professor, permission to switch majors? And he's like, dude, you're paying to be here. You don't have to talk to me like that.
You're paying, but I appreciate you asking.
But it's actually really nice to be respected.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you feel... Because I remember seeing your photos when I first came to Nashville and always knowing that you had a really distinct style, but I've only seen that grow as I've known you. Did you feel like you were trying to tell a story with the pictures you took from the jump? Because, I mean, if you were taking pictures instead of doing the thing that you were, like, studying, did you feel like that was, like, because you were obligated to be telling some sort of story with your pictures?
I think that, like, with a lot of, I don't know, I think that I was pretty not confused, but like really trying to figure out what I did like for most of college.
Yeah.
And I think it was until like my senior or junior year that I like kind of started to fall into something that I really liked and felt natural, and I think like a pivotal point for me too was like going on that tour with you as well. I feel like that was like pretty pivotal in like how I saw things and how I wanted to see things or portray things as well too.
Sure.
And that kind of changed a lot of the way I think about taking photos. Also inspired a lot by like my professors and how they like challenged me to think about it too, rather than just doing it for some sort of like algorithm or you know, like fad or something like that. It's like it was like interesting to like really understand the process more, and like I got really it was like I got more out of like the photos that I'd taken like after the fact. I think they like made more sense to me, I think, after sitting on them and learning how to sequence and learning like making different stories by just putting two photos beside each other can like create a whole different narrative. And I think that's like something that really excited me a lot.
Did you feel like that was something that you feel like you learned to do with time?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that it was a lot of like mimicry for a while. In a way, or maybe not even that, but like pulling very like distinct inspiration. Sure. And I mean, maybe still so, but like in a more defined way.
Do you remember seeing a photographer's work that you were like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, so many. I feel like I see so many photographers and I'm like, dang it, I want to do that, but I was like, but wait, I want to do that though.
I feel that way with Mac DeMarco, dude. I'm like, I want to freaking play the guitar like that, dude.
I want to play a guitar like that. What the heck? That guy makes it. He just gets to have fun. What the crap?
Dang.
No, I definitely feel that way with other, but it's like over time it's become more of a like inspiring thing than it has like a thing where I'm like, I need to adapt your style completely. It's like it's like I see someone in like their development and I'm like, oh my god, that's an interesting way to like see that or think about that.
Totally.
Which I guess like it was pretty applicable to any art form or music or anything like that too.
Totally. I love that you did robot voice for that, because that's like it is a very robotic thing. I think when you're first getting started, you went for a drink and there was no OJ. I have like one sip left. I'm saving it for when I finish the cigar. I have the other one if you want it.
Oh my god, yeah.
You want it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is good. Make sure that you light it by the microphone though.
Okay.
Where did it go?
I'll light it with the microphone.
Yeah. Just if you get that mic hot like I just did, I literally just touched the cigar to the thing. This thing is going to smell like Russian cream backwoods.
It's funny to hear you with like balancing the cigar in your mouth and talking about
sound like a Batman villain. God, I think that we're so much nerdier than I realized. But I really like that.
I've just said nerd so many times.
Well, it's like shedding light on the truth, though.
I love it, though. Like, nerds are pretty...
Hudson sticking his cigar in the fire now.
Pretty much the most important people in my life. Ow! It's hot!
Nerds are the most important people in my life.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, Briston's MacBook
needs
Pro.
to be bigger.
Does it? I think it's still really hot, my friend.
I mean, just bigger...
My beautiful friend.
For me to light this with...
I mean, just bigger for itself.
Did you just say my beautiful friend?
Yeah. That's the name of the podcast, dude. Don't think this is some sort of weird thing where I'm being nice to some nerd.
To some. All right, listen up, you freaking nerds. I've got 3 things for you. You're coming on my podcast, and we're only talking about... Oh, man, I dropped my cigar.
Oh, my brother's gonna kill me.
Brother's gonna kill me. He only gave me one, and he said
He brought these back from Amsterdam.
he said don't puff it too fast. You'll get lightheaded.
He said, if Mom and Dad find out that you smoked this stogie... I'm amazed that I said smoke this stogie without tripping over my fucking words.
Have you ever dipped like chewing tobacco?
Let me stop you there.
This is like
are you
taking
kidding?
you off of a train of thought. Like
No.
chewing tobacco.
Have I ever dipped it?
Or whatever.
Or like chewed it?
Chewed it, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what? Are you doing this for the sake of there being a question? Have we not? I feel like I have so many memories of
No.
us.
I know the dip thing, but not chewing tobacco.
No, I like chewed for a really long time.
Really?
Which, yeah, wow. This actually feels really good to talk about it in this context. I mean, yeah, I dipped tobacco tragically for a while. I like got into it in high school when I was playing football. There was this kid I would always hang out with, really nice dude, but like, it was one of those things where like we knew what to talk about a little bit, but there would always be like 20 minutes where we were both like, well, we don't know what else to do. And so his like older brother would make us dip, and then would just get just so sick every time. So I did that in this weird way for a long time, but then I started chewing tobacco when I got to college because I didn't know anyone who did it, and I thought it would be a cool thing to like separate myself.
It's weird, dude.
It's insane. I really
sorry,
enjoy
I
it.
didn't know. I knew about the dipping thing, but I did not.
I knew about that gross shit you did.
I knew about the other gross shit
No,
because
I
basically lived with you for a month.
Well, I was about to say, I didn't know if I was doing it on that tour, because that's like I really associate a lot of tour with me sitting in the front of that van, like chewing and listening to Buck Meek.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
The
Dude,
Alabama Shake.
I was... Oh my God. Sound and Color. Dude, that song still shocks my system
so
when I hear it.
good.
Like, because of tour and because of associating it with being in the van. What were we listening to when we went on that tour? So back.
Wait, can I say my thing about the tobacco?
Oh my
real
God!
quick?
Yeah, of course. So I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna agree with you. It is very gross and it makes you lightheaded. But the first time I ever tried it, well, I don't know why I thought of this story, but now I'm
so
going
excited.
off of
I didn't know that
rails here.
I didn't know you had a story.
I was
with it.
doing a segue, I guess.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Okay, this is huge, but I've got a segue.
I'm here for it. My
Okay.
friend.
Whenever my like car broke down for a little bit, I had to borrow my papaw's truck.
Yep.
And I drove it around for like a month or so.
Wait, Papa, he's here right now. Do you want to say hi to him?
Oh yeah, here he comes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Papaw?
What are y'all doing out here?
We just got a fire going. You wanna
Yeah, I left y'all some stuff to burn.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you just left us 4 bags of trash, and it's all styrofoam.
Yeah, those first 2 are wet, so you can use those later.
We have to talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that's a true story. But you were driving Papa's truck.
Yeah, I was driving Papaw's truck for a while, and my Papaw did the chewing tobacco a lot. I remember that growing up, and I was like, well, I should try this since I'm 18 years old.
Oh my God.
And I'm driving a truck, like I need to experience the Papaw experience. So I got some chewing tobacco, and I put it in, and I started driving down the road. Dude, I had to pull over.
Oh, it hit you hard.
Literally in like probably a minute, I pulled over and I just spit it out, and then I was like green, like, and I just like Ralphed like all over.
So good.
Yeah, I got out and I said,
Whoa, I just ate dirty grass and it made me feel funky. Papa, how do you do it?
yeah, I know. I'm like,
Did you like tell him that happened?
this is my first time telling this story. I don't know why I just thought of it.
Dude, Papa's probably going to be one of our 11 listeners hearing this.
Yeah, he might.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So you never went back for it after that experience?
Oh, no. I literally grabbed I remember, this is bad. Littering is bad, but like I grabbed the...
Littering is bad, but sometimes you have
But
to
sometimes
fucking do it.
you have to chuck a whole carton of chewing tobacco.
A carton? It was in a milk carton?
Yeah, it was like I was drinking it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was like a bag or whatever. Big league chew.
Oh God. Wow. So you never had the urge post that, I'm guessing, to dip your fingers back in the sweet leaf?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
I can't blame you, man.
I don't know what made me think of that, but
I feel like you and I have had conversations about tobacco quite a bit. I feel like
yeah, I think that's kind of what our friendship is built on.
I'm realizing, and I'm okay with not breaking past that barrier. I haven't done this voice in front of anyone ever. I guess it's not that different from my normal voice.
It's so good. No, it's really...
Oh, come on,
It's
man.
funny, too, because whenever you do that voice, it makes me break into a more... Like, I am talking to my papaw. Like, whenever I talk to my papaw, I, like, get a little more country.
I love your papaw so much.
Yeah, he's sweet.
He was, when we were shooting the album cover stuff, when we got to go over, we picked up a bunch of burgers and sandwiches and stuff and brought it over to your whole family.
Yeah.
It's my favorite day.
Yeah.
He was just sitting there, man, and he was talking about like the election or something. He was so funny, man.
He is funny.
He's a sweet guy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Funny guy. Nice fella.
Man, I can't think of
And we just kept him up all night shooting lasers at his house.
We'd see the light in his house. Come on. Yeah. We shot. So the album cover was shot on Papaw's property, huh?
Yeah. That was Greenville.
We were in Greenville when that happened. I didn't even realize that at the time. Yeah, that's like
technically Greenville. Yeah.
I should know because I got pretty familiar with the land.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh my.
When y'all had to go back? So to get out to that spot, we had to take an ATV to get to the spot where we ended up shooting the album cover, and that's the ATV that's in the photo. But it was like a 10 or 15 minute drive and back and forth from that hill where we shot to the house. And we were using that laser for some stuff, but I guess it died. Is that why y'all had to go back?
Yeah, we did it a couple times, I feel like. And then also we would go back and get sleeping supplies.
Right.
And come back.
Which we should have done in the daylight. And we also shouldn't have slept out there.
Yeah. No, it was so good. It was so wet, too. Like, it rained that night.
For most of the time.
Yeah. That was so funny.
But y'all, I remember we were... and we can take this part out if this isn't something that you want to share with the world, but I do remember we were affected by some herbal substances at the time, and I was really starting to get settled in right when the laser died, and you and Joey, who was in another episode of this podcast, y'all had to go back to charge the laser, and of course you had to drive the ATV, Joey had to sit on the back, so I was left quite inebriated, alone, in the dark, with my phone dead, surrounded by cows on this hill, just terrified for what felt like 2 or 3 hours. I had like 2% of my phone before it died, and I remember calling Samia and being like, "Hey baby." She was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I don't know. I literally couldn't tell you." And then my phone died, and so I sat there and ate a whole loaf of bread. I don't know if I told you that. I ate a whole loaf. I came back and there was one slice left, and you were like, "Y'all want any bread?" I offered it to you after I'd eaten it all.
I can't remember. I feel like it was me or Joey, but I feel like Joey was like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
He was like, "Oh, that sounds great."
Yeah, he was like, "Actually, that sounds good."
I was like, "Well, let me tell you, you don't want to have more than like 6 or 7 slices."
Oh my gosh.
Because it'll hit you really hard. God, that was so fun. That was the same night where the cows were messing with our tents while we were sleeping. They're curious.
They're so cute.
They are some of my favorite animals in the universe. They're so funny. They were
being so funny.
They were really sweet. Cows, I kind of was scared of cows before that trip, I'm not going to lie.
Really?
They're so big, man. And they have this weird menacing look where I mean, did they get aggressive ever? Not really, right?
No, I mean bulls do kind of territorially, but
yeah, socially.
Not socially. You just kind of like me after 4 drinks at Mickey's.
I'm pretty confrontational. Oh, shout out to Mickey's, one of our favorite bars in Nashville. You never know who's going to walk through that fucking door.
Yeah.
We just like,
But actually, you know everyone who's about to walk through that.
but it's actually everybody that you took English with in college. Everybody that you had to talk about Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell with. Is that the guy's name?
Malcolm Gladwell?
Well, that's not his name.
Is it Malcolm Bladwell?
I think it's, yeah, Malcolm Balbal. Mikey Balbal.
Yeah, Malky Pow Pow.
He's one of the best, man. He's a podcast guy. What's that?
That sounded like a chainsaw or something.
Dude, but I have no fear, weirdly enough, out here. I feel comfortable out here.
It's nice, yeah.
I like camping with you. Was that the... What do you have to say?
I was going to try and hold that silence after that.
It would have been broken by me going...
Yeah, wait 1 second. 1, 2, 3.
These are really good. I felt... Yeah, I told you I panicked at Kroger when I was like... I was like, do y'all sell tobacco? And the lady was like, what do you... Yeah. And then I just said, could I have some backwoods? And she like didn't ask any further questions. She was just like, I do not want to
She
talk
said,
to this
I
kid.
know who you are.
I know what you're doing. Have fun. Make sure you charge the laptop all the way before you do the episode. And make sure the headphones are plugged in.
She quite literally knew what you were doing.
She's actually the producer of this show.
Oh my god.
We're waiting for her to talk. She's been quite shy. Lila. That's her name. Lila. What a lovely name, right? Thanks, Lila.
Okay, whatever.
That was weird that
Lila.
she piped up like that.
That's weird.
I feel like we should have brought a bunch of guests that we didn't know were coming. Man, that's actually a really good idea.
That's a good idea.
I'm glad that we're doing a podcast because we've talked about podcast ideas so many times.
Yeah, and
before.
it feels good to do it without a plan.
Yeah, and it felt good.
And it felt good too. Oh man, I love podcasting. Oh man, podcasting might even be my favorite.
Oh, thanks for coming by, Meatball Man. We can't say
Meatball Man.
we can't say his real name.
Yeah,
We'll get sued.
We'll get sued.
Oh man, have you ever been sued? Oh, that's actually a real question. Have you ever
No, I haven't.
had legal trouble of any sort? Have you ever had run-ins with the cops? The
I
fuzz.
have not really. I mean, one time I was skateboarding and on a trail that just was like a walking trail, and a cop literally put me in the back of their car. And,
What?
And they were like, "I'm driving you home. Where's your home?" And I'm like, "You have nothing else to do."
Like there's petty theft going on around this city
Yeah.
everywhere. Like, don't get on me.
petty theft.
What a petty arrest, officer.
Yes, petty arrest.
Wow. Did that change you? Is that what made you want to tell stories through the lens?
No, it actually made me stop skateboarding. I could have gone pro too.
And that's when things really changed. I thought I was going to be a pro basketball player for a while. Or at least D3.
Yeah, until recently, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forget that I talk about this a lot. That's like the most frustrating fucking thing, to bring that up and then to realize that it's something I've said before. That is like, every time I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm really growing. That is what makes me realize I have a lot of work to do.
We can reiterate.
Dude, I wish we had some fireworks. So, you're here in Decatur, Georgia. You're hanging out with your buds. You live with your roommates. I've always loved your living situations. I feel like you've always surrounded yourself, I don't even know if it's intentionally, but with really interesting, kind people.
Yeah.
Do you find that you like living in places with other creative people? Like, do you like living with other people to begin with?
I do. Well, a lot of these people have found me too. So it's been like
Skateboarding.
yeah. So it's been I don't know, I've gotten lucky a lot with the people I've got to live with. I love them all a lot, and they've all like inspired me in a lot of different ways, and that has been like pretty pivotal, like, or important too, is like surrounding myself with the constant like we don't even have to be making stuff together, but if you're like in the vicinity of someone who's like making stuff, then that's like kind of inspiring in itself.
Sure.
And like I I have to because I feel like. Well, also I feel like I would love to live alone too in other ways. So then I can walk around in the buff.
So I can Donald Duck it. That's where you wear a shirt and no pants, baby. I don't care if Disney comes after me for that one.
Yeah, what up, Disney? Unfreeze your cryogenic head for this one. And sue my ass.
Wake up, Walt.
Wake up, Walt.
Well, that could be the name of me. And let's tell everyone what is the most different about us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Walt.
Both Christian, but also wake up, Walt.
But also wake up, Walty.
What's your favorite scary movie? It's funny that in the time that I laugh after I say something that isn't funny, it's the same amount of time it takes someone to turn this podcast off. For them to skip to just their liked songs.
Oh my god. They're like, okay.
Well, release radar it is.
And I'll pause that and I might come back to it.
Yeah, it'll forever say half listen to. What's your favorite scary movie?
Ow.
Did that scare you?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to scare you.
Oh god. Oh lord. No, I don't know. Have you ever? It's not a scary movie. Okay, let me redact
Have you seen
that.
Little Women?
Yeah, I was gonna say Little Women. My favorite scary movie was A Marriage Story.
Kept me up for days.
I was like,
I couldn't sleep for 6 months.
I was like, holy crud. Whenever they close that gate between each other and they need help closing the gate from their big mansion, and when the kid's on the other side with the wife, and then the husband's on the other side, it's like poetic. It's like that's separating themselves from each other, but like also they need help closing that gate together. And I'm like, that's scary stuff.
That's cool. Have you ever seen Insidious?
Okay, my favorite scary movie of all time has gotta be Scary Movie 3.
That's not a scary movie.
Scary Movie 3.
It's not. That's one of
It has it in the name.
That's one of the.
But it's in the name.
Okay, why do you like that movie so much?
Okay. You really want to know?
I'm just not gonna talk.
I actually don't like that movie.
Really?
All. Like at all.
You don't.
I don't like it at all. Like I'd like to stop talking about it.
I do want to say, for the record, and you'll listen back to this and know.
Okay, for the record, I don't like Scary Movie 3 at all.
Okay. Do you like any of the others in the saga?
Yeah, New Moon was good. I'm sorry, I will answer your question.
I do like it when they have to close the gate.
Yeah.
In New Moon.
New Moon.
And he hits the hole in the wall and says, I'm suffocating here.
Yeah.
Can't you see? All I want to do is be a pro boxer.
Yeah, and he drives that bus and writes poetry.
Oh, and then he eats the mushrooms at the end. He eats the wrong ones. And next thing you know, he's the sickest man in the world.
Yeah, next thing you know, he is Han Solo's son.
Oh my gosh. And that's where I'm counting down the days. I'm like, counting down the days until Chewbacca movie. Han Solo's son. Chewbacca movie. Thoughts?
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, is it cool?
It's all subtitles.
Is it cool to say the word thought?
Cool?
No, thought.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm super worried about being cool lately. What do you think makes a person cool?
Oh, that one's easy. I don't know the answer to that one. Pick me.
Get in there, Hudson.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah. No. I mean, if
I
that's
think
half all, what's the answer?
Peppo! Peppo, come here.
Why
This
are
is
you
gonna
calling
be.
him? You're calling him
Everyone, no one is listening.
over. You're calling Papa over like he's a terrier.
Peppo! Come here.
Oh my god.
You give him treats.
My favorite scary movie is probably got to be It Chapter 2.
That was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
I really can't answer that question. I don't know, because
That's okay.
I do want to say, like, I liked Hereditary a lot.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it.
You can say it. We were just talking about
Yeah,
that. Huh?
it was good, but I don't know if I would consider it a scary movie.
Are you kidding?
I feel like it's more of like a thriller, right?
I'm actually not surprised because the first answer that you had to that was Marriage Story, but I would say that that's one of the scariest movies ever. It's so...
It is scary.
It's straight paranormal.
Yeah.
Well, more like... I don't even know if that's paranormal.
Demon.
Yep. And boom. We should have that as a thing that you can insert to where the word demon... If we talk about scary movies, we'll take that sample and do that.
It'll say
Demon.
Yep. And we'll have a button. God, wouldn't that be nice? And this will be the episode
to have a demon button.
that takes us, to the place where we can have a demon button. Or just a soundboard button. I don't think that's the right. I used to call people with a King of the Hill soundboard all the time in middle school.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Were you a prank caller?
I dabbled a little bit.
What was
I
you-
wasn't gonna go pro or anything, but
Yeah, because you were skating.
my board of choice was the Mr. Rogers. It was the most believable.
Oh yeah, he's just an everyday Joe. Well, an everyday Mr.
Raj.
What was his first name? Raj?
Actually I don't. What is it? Something Rogers.
I just spit out my juice.
My orange juice.
My precious juicy. Oh, dude, I forgot to show you. I'll show you after this. But the email I got from the Airbnb person today,
Yeah.
it'll send you. They like message you to like see when you're checking in and stuff, and like it's so clearly a typo. But the person sent me a message. I was like, hey. You have to tell them why you're traveling for some reason. And I was like, hey, I'm coming in for... I said work. I said, hey, I'm coming into town for work, and I was hoping to check in late tomorrow night, if that's okay. And they replied and said, what time will you be... They said, that's great. What time would you like to check in? And then I didn't reply to that, and then they sent another message like 20 minutes later that said, you're good to be juicing anytime after 4 p.m. And so by me not telling them what time I was coming, they like had a meltdown. You can juice anytime you want. You know what? The place is yours. You paid for it.
But the cleaning fee will be out the wazoo.
The old wazoo.
How much was the cleaning fee? Just curious.
Right now, I don't know if this is more than it usually is. It was $1 million. That's funny.
I bet it is more expensive now. Like with there's like
Stress?
there's a disease going on in it.
In it? In that Airbnb?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
In it.
that makes sense because it said Superhost, isn't it?
Oh yeah, in it.
In it?
In it.
Can I try a sentence on you and see if it's funny?
Yeah.
I guess someone's using the bathroom in there. That light just came on.
Oh.
It's that kind of place.
Yeah, we get another light every time someone's got to take a leak.
Ugh. Yuck. Keep it to yourself, leakster.
Underrated vegetable.
The leak?
The leak.
Dude, I worked at a grocery store in high school.
Me too.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, well, it's been awesome having you on.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, guys. This like blows up in the grocery world. I wonder if you had experiences like this. There was this guy I worked with, man. God, I hope he hears this. His name was Connor. He was so funny, man. He always made me laugh. And there's like a vegetable or like a root of some sort called like, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it read when you would scan it as the word anal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pronounced anal or something like that. I'm actually going to look it up. But anytime someone would buy it, which was like pretty rare, he would always be like, and then the people would be like what? And he was like, I don't know if you saw.
No.
What that said. I'm not kidding, dude. And
What?
my face would just turn so red.
And you're just bagging.
And I'm just bagging away, thinking, hold on, anal vegetable.
It pops up and he says, "Oh, well, okay."
Oh my gosh, never, ever, ever type in anal vegetable. Gosh, I am like actually really ashamed that this happened. It's only inappropriate stuff. Fulton County, Georgia is where I'm searching from. But yeah, he would do that. I just remember him doing that one time, and the guy, like, he did it to this guy, and he was like, do you see what it says on the thing? And then the guy was like, yeah, I do. And then he just kept on going. Dude,
oh my God.
what was your grocery store experience?
I never made it to cashier. I was only
You were
bag
bagging?
boy. I was bag boy, and I cleaned the guards like underneath the frozen section. Like they were like, "Yeah, why don't you just take this rag and clean the guards?" What?
They're like,
That is like you have no like I can't even bag right. Like what? That's like, why don't you go get on the floor where no one can see you? What?
why don't you be seen, not heard, my boy?
Yeah, literally. I was like, can I still get my $7.50?
They're like, we'll think about it. That was how it felt to work there for me. It was always like I didn't know if they were going to pay me. And if they didn't, I was out of line for thinking that they were.
Worst day was rain day, and whenever you had to go grab the buggies.
Oh, God.
Oh,
that
man.
was rough, man. I think that was the most formative. I ended up working a lot of restaurant jobs when I first got to Nashville. But, like, I truly think the grocery store was the first time I learned some big lessons of, like, employers pushing you, like, past a limit that you were, like, signing up for.
Yeah.
And just being like, dude, I was, like, a senior in high school, and I was working like 50 hours a week, and I distinctly remember going in and being like, hey, I want to work like 2 days, like I'm a kid. And they just like kept asking me to do it, and I didn't know how to say no. It was crazy.
That's messed up. And
What-
like yeah, sorry, you just go ahead.
It's messed up. Sorry, man.
That
That
just made me stop in my tracks.
Kind of took me back. What grocery store did you work at?
I worked at Food City.
Oh,
Shout out.
I love Food City. I love the fuck out of Food City.
Food City is kind of sick.
Do you ever miss it?
Yeah, I miss it every day. No, I whenever we started talking about this just now a few minutes ago, I had a thought.
Sure.
Is that cool for me to say that?
How
that
deep are we
cool?
in? Let's see how much time we've had.
Wait, no, is it
Make
cool
sure.
to say thought though?
It's like cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh my God. I don't think it's actually been an hour and 48 minutes. I think it's only been 48 minutes. It says an hour automatically, I think. Uh-oh.
Should we just start over?
Yeah, let's do from the top.
This was a good
No,
good
literally, dude.
brush up. I would.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
No, I'm totally kidding.
I was like, dude, I feel like this is okay.
I'm like, no, trash it.
You're like, dude, no, I feel like I'm kind of misrepresented here.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just really in my head right now.
It is our obligation as friends in this situation to one another to not let this podcast episode cannot be the time that you or I decides to all of a sudden be like, I don't know, dude, I don't really like how I came across. Like, this could not be the context for that.
I know.
I mean, this is what I wanted, man. Like, I genuinely, I was just telling Hayden when we first got here, your sweet roomie,
Yeah.
that, like, every episode of this podcast, I wanted it to be just something completely different because of how unique everybody that contributed
Pretty different people.
truly,
Yeah.
like, in insane ways. And, like, I don't know, I don't even know if, like, the record itself is really about that, but I do think that that's what I want to, like, encompass as someone who creates shit. And weird little segue here, let me say segue now, my turn.
Hey yo.
I have the stick to say segue. Oh, I'm freaking out of breath from all that OJ. I feel like you capture a lot of different things, a lot of different subjects, a lot of different vibes within your work. Do you look for one specific thing in something that you're shooting that inspires you consistently, or is it really case to case on what you care about taking pictures of?
Fuck.
Sorry.
Very good question, Briston. Thank you for asking.
Papa? When did you get a law degree?
No, I don't know. It's a lot of different things. Like, I mean, I guess like mainly light though too. Like, it's,
oh really?
It's gonna be a lot of light or like lack of. I guess like my goal, what I've made my main goal whenever I take a photo is like either take a photo of something that is real and looks fake, or take a photo of something that's fake and make it look real.
Wow. That's crazy, man. That's actually like really, really cool. And a great way to sum up your photos. Wow. Damn. Immediately you saying that, the photo that comes to mind, or just like a lot of photos of yours that came to mind and you saying that, is from that tour that we did together, the stuff that you shot in like that little hotel room, that like sea foam green thing. That place didn't look real.
Mm-hmm.
And you, like, but that was a real setting, and like I looked insane and tired and falling
the
apart.
emotion, and it was interesting too.
Yeah, you captured all of that very effortlessly. But I love, man, I never would have known how to describe that about your photos until you said that. But yeah, making like that situation seemed impossible. You know what I mean? Because of like the sheer fact that we were in a shitty Did you hear that? The fact that we were in like a shitty motel room in the middle of Arizona, just like all falling apart, and wearing cut off t-shirts and like
fresh tattoos.
Yeah. Oh god, very fresh tattoos. Like that was an impossible situation, but that photo made it like almost discomforting to be like, no, this was the reality. Like, I think those are my favorite photos of yours, the ones that are like, no, it like really does feel this weird in person sometimes. Like, it's not that far of an extension. It's almost like a hyper real take on what's happening, which like I really love a lot.
Ooh. Thank you.
Fuck off, man.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, I never said the thing to you earlier that I was gonna say.
Okay.
Tell me do you like this sentence?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oi, you right hand dominant, right? Do you like
You're
that?
right hand dominant, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wait, can you say in it at the end of it?
You're right hand dominant, right? In it. I said that the other day.
Wait, say left hand dominant, right?
Okay. You left hand dominant. Hold on. Can you say? Oh, my right hand doesn't work anymore. This sucks.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my right hand doesn't work anymore. It sucks. So bad.
Oh, we left him doing it, right? In it. That's good. Right?
That's good. Wait, let me say it more normal.
I'm smacking the wood in the fire.
I'll say it more normal.
Okay.
Oh my.
Say it like you would say it to me.
Yeah, let me say it normal. Oh man, my left hand don't work right.
Look how big the sound bar gets when you do that.
Oh, bro, I'm peeking.
Am I peeking? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention when this first started, we are on.
We took mushrooms.
We are on. What did I say? I said, we're on an extended vacation.
Oh, yeah.
You said, more of a staycation for me.
More of a staycation for me.
I'll be staying inside my own fucking head. Anyway, dude, oh, that's a great segue. That makes me think of a really, really funny story that you and I shared. That I don't know if you remember. One of my first times playing in Nashville was at the Glass Menage. with Snake Chaney, the band that you play guitar in. And Jack, our bassist, and I had stumbled into a bunch of chaos that evening and left the chaos very stoned and pretty terrified of everything. And I remember we were about to go on, pretty certain that it was going to be the last thing we ever did in our entire life. And I came out. This was like the first time you and I had met.
Yeah.
And
oh, yeah.
You guys were all standing there, and immediately we're just like, what's up, man? Like, are you okay? Because I think I was just looking maybe a little freaked out. And maybe this is exaggerated, but I don't care. I was just like, I'm kind of freaking out, guys. Like, I think I'm too stoned to play, and I don't know what to do. And you guys all circled around me, and you started like cheering me on in unison, and you were like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, or something like that. And it like was really pumping me up, and it was like making me laugh really hard. But then you started going, wait, I don't feel so good. And then you literally started going, and I'm standing there not knowing who you guys are, like not knowing if I should laugh or cry. You start going, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. And then all of you guys started chanting, nightmare, nightmare. And I was like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And then we played the show. And then that was the show where we finished one song.
Jack walked out
to stage. And I said, what are you doing, man? He said, we're done. I said, we have 7 more songs to play. And he was like, I don't know if I can do it. And then, meanwhile, everyone is hearing this whole conversation.
Oh, man.
That was literally how you and I met.
That's funny. Because like sometimes I get it mixed up in my head, and I think that one of the first times we like really met and like got along, I feel like.
Yeah.
Was that video that we made.
Oh my gosh.
Or that we were a part of.
Yeah, that we were a part of.
Was that kind of like the...
That was the first time you and I hung out solely with the purpose of being goofy together.
Yeah.
Not that we've ever hung out and been like, it's playtime, but like... that
hey,
was
Briston, is it cool for your mom if you come over and play?
That was kind of the vibe of that day. You gotta wipe off the...
Yeah, I've been spitting on the mic.
Dude, I think the highlight of this literally wasn't even a thing. Like, highlight of this whole episode so far wasn't even really you... Like, that was not what I meant to say. It was not anything
it was me.
It was us. It was not something that either one of us said. It was when you told a joke... It was funny, and then you went for your OJ, and it was empty.
Immediately disappointed.
That's going to be the name of this episode, is I went for the OJ, and it was empty. I've been trying to coin little phrases like that. I'm full of shit like that, dude.
Dude, you're full of shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You're good. You're a title man.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Let me answer that by asking you this. Let me answer that by asking you this.
May I answer your question with a question?
Yes. So, oh my God, we sound like politicians. This is awesome.
I don't speak. I don't speak like that.
Do you like long-winded song titles and album titles and stuff?
Super good question. I think my relationship with them has waxed and waned, much like Marriage Story, my favorite horror movie. 10 out of 10.
Shout out. Also, this episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
We just start doing all the Mark Maron advertisements. And what was your question? Marriage Story? It's about 2 people, Papa Smurf and Mama Smurf, and all the little Smurfies. Wait a second. Can I actually answer your question with a question?
Yeah.
What would you think of a Willy Wonka movie?
I thought you started out like you were going to do a Hamilton verse. What would a Willy Wonka...
That's what Hamilton is to you?
What would a man, the son of a Willy Wonka?
What would a Willy Wonka?
I've never seen Hamilton.
Oh my God, I was in it for 6 months, but I don't remember.
In it?
I was in it for a bit. I was in it. I got invited to see it, but I literally skipped out to go see the Rolling Stones.
Really?
No. That would be a crazy thing to do. If someone gave you tickets to Hamilton right now and said, you can go see it, would you go?
What's my other option?
that's your. You either do that or you have to.
Can I sell them?
Oh, yeah, you can sell them if you want.
I don't think I'd do that.
You wouldn't sell them, you'd go?
No, I wouldn't go, but I would.
What would you want to do? You can make your own option.
Okay. If I got offered 2 free tickets to Hamilton,
yep,
I would go. And then right whenever they start rapping and stuff.
That's from the beginning.
I know. I would stand up and I would say,
Wait a second. This is a Marriage Story.
in the
I would stand up and I would say, oh. I would start doing. I would do my own number. No, I'm kidding. I would sell the tickets.
You know
right
that
off the bat.
But you know that you can, if you're in a Broadway show,
you can be in a Broadway.
You can. Did you know that you too can be a star of the stage? You can, if you're in a Broadway show. I'm not even fucking around with you, my good friend.
Okay.
If you're in a Broadway show watching it, say you're at Beetlejuice, which, by the way, I am so fucking mad I never got to see Beetlejuice on Broadway.
That actually sounds amazing. I saw Wicked and it was actually good.
Okay, for all of our listeners, and I know, and you know who you are, who've said Wicked was one of the worst movies you've ever seen on Broadway.
All right, listen up, all you freaking haters.
Have you seen that kid? Oh, I think I was watching this on that tour that we were on. The kid who talks about Sonic the Hedgehog, and he gets really mad.
Yeah.
That's like,
when will you learn? Is it that kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ruining Sonic.
Yeah, he's one
Your
of my
actions
favorites.
have consequences.
Yes, and speaking of consequences,
we've said nothing.
Well, no, that's not true. We have said something that I'm about to really drill home. If you guys out there listening will just give us a chance. I feel like that's the big thing, is y'all aren't giving us a chance.
Please.
So here's some advice. If you're going to leave this episode with fucking anything, which you should if you're not stupid, there's there's a thing in Broadway that other than the magic of song, that if you're seeing a Broadway show and you stand up and you start to sing in the audience, they will shine a spotlight on you, and for the next couple minutes you get to do whatever you want to do. And I just want you to know, Hudson and listeners, that if you're ever in that position, take advantage of it.
That's true. That also goes to that also applies at comedy shows.
Yes.
If you stand up and you start doing your type 5 over top of the performer,
right,
then you get the spotlight.
Literally the only reason, and I genuinely mean this, the only reason that the funniest people in the world are funny is because they're louder than me. Dude, there's probably people out there that actually function that way, that think that.
Yeah, I know, and they have two mics right now,
and they got two mics in Decatur, Georgia.
Yeah.
We can't be the only people podcasting right now, and
outside by a fire.
Outside of your house.
Hello,
guys, if you're here, hold up your SM7s and clink your orange juice glasses. I do think that we did a good job of doing something that literally no one else is doing right now. That's how they.
True. This felt really good to be outside.
That's how Bowie got famous and stuff. Everyone was saying he was doing things that no one else had done before. Are you gonna touch the fire?
No.
Okay.
What? No.
No. Wait. That's what. Wait.
No.
That's what's different about us.
That's what's different about us. 1, 2, 3.
We're both Christians. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening. This episode was brought to you by Squarespace. Are you tired of wishing that you had a site that represented who you really were? Well, Squarespace will make that easy in a matter of clicks. I made one for myself just to try it out, and I actually had a really great time. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Hudson, and thank you to Orange Juice. You drink it and you feel like a goddamn hero. A hero. Do you want to feel like a hero? Well, Squarespace can make all your dreams possible. And also, don't ever forget it. Make up with your enemies. Cool, dude. So, it's
let's not in there. Let's not in there. Let's keep going.
No, I mean, how are you feeling? We can keep going or we can can it.
Yeah, can I pee on this fire real quick?
Pee on this vibe real quick? Yeah, do you want to pee on the fire?
I kind of do.
That's fine with
That's
me.
the stinkiest thing a man or a woman can do, or a person.
Thing.
That's the stinkiest thing a person can do is pee on a fire.
Wait, Slimy is calling me right now.
Oh,
Should I answer?
Put him on.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Tarzan.
Hi, Tarzan. You're on. Guess what, baby?
You're
What's up,
live.
Tarzan?
You're on the podcast, baby girl.
Good morning, podcast.
Good morning. You're right. This is for all of our international listeners because we know you guys love to have this. Listen to this with your cup of coffee in the morning.
Good morning, podcast.
Do you want to say hi to Hudson?
Tarzan.
Do you want to say hi to Hudson?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, Slimia?
Slimy.
That's my name. Am I really on the podcast?
Yeah, I think
We're 2 hours in.
no one is listening now.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I won't keep you.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. Here, I'll hand you back. Also, so good to hear your voice.
So good to hear your voice. I hope to hear more of it.
Yeah. Sorry, that was. Oh man, I've just been talking a lot, and I just can't get. I can't get enough of voices. Okay, I'm gonna hand this over.
Oh, that was good. Hi, baby.
Hi.
I'll give. Would you be okay if I called you when we wrap up? Would it just be like 2 or 3 more hours?
Okay, tell Hudson that I'm so sorry.
Oh, you have nothing to be sorry for. I think we all owe each other an apology, and we'll do an episode.
And 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
We're sorry. Wait, do you want to hear?
Oh, shit.
Do you want to hear what the biggest difference between me and Hudson is?
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, yeah.
Please do.
One of your arms is longer than the other guys.
She was so close.
That was close. It is.
Wait.
We do have a nipple thing, right?
No, that's what you said at the beginning of the episode, remember? You said,
Hands.
my hand... Hudson literally said, my hand is 13 feet long and Briston's not that long.
I know, I got eyes and ears in Atlanta.
Yeah, you do. Well,
That sounds like a song.
that literally, you need to write that down, baby. Okay, can we tell you our thing, and then we'll let you go?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready to talk?
The biggest difference between us is 1, 2, 3.
We're both Christians. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
That made my night.
Awesome. This makes me happy to hear. Okay, well, I love you. I'll call you in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye. Did you know her?
No,
she like
that
an
was
old
the first
friend?
time this is the first time we met.
Dude, Papaw sounds like a girl.
What the heck? Why did Papa just call you?
What were you... what would you say to Papa if he was my lover?
I would say, retirement's treating you well.
Uh-oh, I'm tripping over it. And
I'm chipping. Oh.
are you sick of not having the tools to make the website that you want to make? Squarespace makes that easy in a matter of clicks. For example, Paul in West Hollywood, I'm thinking of Paul Hollywood. Paul Hollywood wanted to make a website to make sure that everyone knew his bagels were the best bagels. So he went on to Squarespace and in a few easy clicks made a best bagel site that ended up being one of the best Hollywood movies of all time. Make sure to get your tickets and your popcorn before it all sells out, because trust me, Busty, you don't want to get it when it's not.
Trust me, Busty.
3, 2, 1. Trust me, Busty.
Oh my god. Hey, Busty.
Hi, Busty. What are you doing over there?
Hanging with my Busty.
Hi, Busty. You want to come hang with your bestie, Busty? I wonder where my raccoon is. Did we... Uh-oh.
Come here.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Oh, my Papa's walking over. I accidentally calling him.
No, I'm talking to the raccoon.
Go back to your wood pile.
It's okay. Y'all need stuff for the farm?
I think we're good, Papa. We still got some trash.
Y'all need some stuff for the farm?
I think we have enough of the trash that you gave us still to work through.
All right.
Okay, where are you? You just been out here the whole time in the woods by yourself?
Get up. Sounds good. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
I asked you a question. Dude, your papa's...
Dude, my papa is kind of disoriented sometimes.
I would be too if I was just out in the woods alone.
We've made my papa into a fictional character, and I love it
really
because
like
he's
it.
real. And that was him.
We've made my papa not exist, but he exists every time he takes the mic, which is like 9 times in this episode. I call him episodes, you know.
This episode's called "When Papa Takes the Mic: A Marriage Story."
The scariest movie in the world.
That movie is really funny though.
No, it's not the scariest movie. It's the funniest movie.
Yeah, I saw the funniest movie the other day. You ever seen Marriage Story?
I was reeling. I could not stop peeing. Oh, you were about to pee on the fire.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah. Do you want to do that still?
Yeah,
I'm scared to put the mic near it. Oh, you're putting your microphone down. You still have your headphones on. Oh my gosh, you're doing it. Hold on, let me move my OJ glass. Just a little bit. I mean, it's empty, but are you really getting it?
I'm not gonna be able to stop.
You're gonna be able to stop. Starting is usually when it's hard. Oh my gosh, that is crazy how much you're getting out. That is the stinkiest thing that you could do. You were being really honest when you said that. Dude, oh my god. That's really gross smelling. Are you still going off the fire? That's such a weird thing to do. Okay, I guess maybe I'll pee on it just a second. There's some embers that you missed. Don't turn around because I'm peeing too. Dude, if we didn't have headphones, oh my god, that smells so bad. If we didn't have headphones on, I feel like this would have been potentially a weirder experience.
Wait, did you have headphones on and a mic in a hand while you're doing it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god, dude, that smells like the pet store.
It smells. So this is
the grossest
boy
thing.
mode right
this
now.
Is the most awesome thing in the world.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Oh, it tastes weird too.
Oh man.
Oh my god, it smells
really does.
like.
Well, it's the OJ, like you said. You said it. I'm literally quoting you.
It's
back
like
at you.
fishy almost.
Yeah, I think pet store is the closest thing because you have
Yes.
every type of animal. in
We're
there.
literally distanced from the fire now. We've like stretched our mics out
the
as far
cord.
as we can.
The cords are completely taut. God, dude,
This cord is completely taut.
dude, isn't it crazy that this is like? I mean, God, do you think anyone's gonna listen to this whole fucking thing? Like, genuinely think in your head right now. There's a
Okay.
possibility that no one is hearing this.
That would be awesome.
That's what you want. Like, truly, like, take the headphones off for a second,
Okay.
and it's just you and me. Wow,
Wow.
that's different.
It actually is a lot different with the headphones.
We should do a whole another episode right now without the headphones.
We should turn it off and then do a bonus episode for the Patreon.
Did you say you're just running the Patreon now? You're like, dude, honestly, these people are being really let down by the lack of content.
If you like this, let us know, and we will suck you dry of money and make a Patreon.
That's how we're gonna suck people dry.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll suck you dry by making a Patreon.
Yeah.
Whoa. One talk about something no one's ever said or done. It smells less like fish food. Oh, never mind.
Nope.
I'm not even joking. Right when I said that, it smelled worse.
It is funny because it smelled bad whenever I did it initially, and then you added your own flavor on it. So then it got like
God, boy mode. Oh.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I found a booger the other day that was shaped like California.
California.
Wait, which episodes have you done? Which episodes have you done so far?
Well, I don't know when this one's going to be released, but we did Congleton's episode, which was really fun, and then we did Joey and Drew. That's it.
You did those together?
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh
dude.
my god, that's
It was
probably really good.
So different than this. Like, we were literally in NPR mode for
Really?
for almost 3 hours, I think. I don't know what it'll be once we edit it down, but I really don't think we'll have to edit anything from that one. We talked for so long. We hit like a 1.5 hour mark, which I think is what we're coming up on. And I was like, well, dang, guys, like, thank you so much for doing this. And then they literally were like, Joey was like, I'm actually, like, if it's okay, like, I actually have some more stuff I want to talk about. And I was like, dude,
that's awesome.
I was like,
though.
of course.
Oh my
like,
God.
and
that
then,
is like what I want to listen to that one and just like,
oh, dude,
hear Joey like unleash, because both Joey and Drew are just like inspiring, smart little MFers.
Yeah, truly. And they just like had so much that they'd clearly like thought a lot about beforehand.
Yeah.
That, like they were just like really prepared as people being asked questions, which is really cool. Like, and
unlike
that was not meant to be. I mean, we both just peed on a fire. It's a pretty level playing field.
You guys were set up in an actual studio asking NPR questions.
Like,
and we're like,
Let's pee on a fire and drink orange juice.
you know, it's still sugar if it's sugar from fruit. Can still get you fucked up, dude.
That stuff got me fricked.
Honestly, I think that this is going to be the most polarizing as far as like the sides of. Well, but my point in saying that is I think this is going to be like probably the silliest episode, but we still have to do Jack and Noah and Johnny. Yeah. And I'm actually really interested because I feel like when the three of them are together, it's going to be an interesting thing of like, it's either going to be so silly and everyone's going to be talking all at the same time.
Yeah.
Or I could really see a world where everyone is really pumped up at first and then pretty quickly goes into answering questions mode. I think I'm going to have to be pretty prepared for that one. Like, I think I want to ask them more specific questions.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Let them fly.
That'll be fun to hear. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for that one.
Well,
yeah.
I just wanted to like, I just feel like we'll hit some fun like story strides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, just so many ridiculous things happened in the amount of time we spent together last year. Like,
true.
So much
We've
shit.
Gone through so much.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, were you wanting to ask me any questions?
I feel like now would be probably a good time to ask
maybe.
anything. I mean, I guess I really ultimately wanted, and I guess for the one person that's made it this far, Pepal, come here. He's singing. Papa, people are sleeping, man. It's late, Papa. Come here. I want to ask you something.
Yeah, I've seen y'all over there too.
Okay. Papa, just go lay down.
Yeah, he seems tired.
I think he needs to get some rest.
Talking weird.
That wasn't that much weirder than his normal.
Well, I mean, I grew up with him, so.
So fuck you. Fuck you and yours. What was I saying before Papa came?
You said, "Hey, Papa, come here."
But right before that. I was getting a bit sincere.
Oh, okay.
I was saying, essentially, what I wanted this to be was like I said, I think I've said this a couple times, but just like a representation of what everyone's contribution was to the record. Your contribution was obviously the photo and multiple photos, but more so, I think what was important about your contribution to the record and what I'm thankful for is just how much fun we had doing that shit. Because, I mean, this episode included, like, going out and taking that trip to shoot and the touring and just all the times that we've somehow gotten to end up doing shit together. I've had so much fun with you. Like, it's literally just been, it's just constantly reminded me of the importance of just, like, playing around and, like, how that is as important as taking things seriously, if not more important. And so, yeah, I mean, this has been perfect because I just wanted people to get a chance to see how much you make me laugh and how fucking ridiculous it gets when we do shit. But, I mean, I don't know. I want you to take a second. I will shut up, and I just want you to tell me.
Don't shut up.
Was that Batman?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Batman, don't shut up.
Hey, what's up? This is Batman.
Batman is also Cartman, maybe a little.
Cartman?
Cartman.
I want you to tell me what you think is the most important. We'll do kind of like some big questions, and then we'll wrap it up.
Sweet.
What do you think is the most important thing to keep in mind while being creative? Like, what is your mantra? This is something I asked Joey and Drew. Like, what is the most important message you're trying to get across? If you handed someone one of your prints, what would you secretly be hoping that they would say? What's the best compliment you could get?
I don't really. Okay, that's a hard question. That's good. I don't know.
Can I pass?
Yeah. Pass.
Wait, can I phone a friend?
No, I don't know. I think that most of the experiences are different, and like especially with this being like a thing where I've worked like super close with you to make something specific. That also inherently shared a big part of me in my life too, which was like super special to me to like be able to go on my papa's farm and experience that with you. And like it was probably one of my favorite photo experiences I've had to date. Like sleeping out on the farm and like getting to meet my papa and riding the four-wheeler at literally 3 a.m. and shooting lasers and just raising hail. I think that like that was a lot of experience stuff, and I felt like I think I felt nervous too at the time. Like I wanted it to like portray really well like what who you are, who we are, and how like the time was out there, but also like make it look like beautiful in the way where it's like that kind of hyper realistic type of thing. Like,
sure.
Even with the photo that you ended up like choosing too is like pretty maybe simple, but like also like I just really think that it was like a very specific moment too, because of just like how layered the clouds were and the mountains behind it, and the way there was still sun like peeking through on you, and balancing that with the flash and everything. It was just like a whole experience that was like, I don't want to like go into situations like that knowing anything really. I want to like do a lot of improv, and I want to like see it as it comes, because like I can't like really account for light unless I make it in a studio, and I don't really necessarily like doing that.
Sure.
I mean, it's fun, but like sometimes too much control like takes out the like brilliance of accidents sometimes, or like little things that can happen without you even planning it. I guess like if someone, the best compliment I could get if someone saw something was like, I don't know, I think that a lot of the stuff that I've like made or taken photos of are pretty personal, I feel like too, whether it be with me and the person or with just like an instance I've experienced. I hope that it like comes across very like mundane and like in a way too. Like I hope you're able to look at it and be like, okay, this is maybe like a little thing, but like has a different resilience, and whenever you see it in such a like spotlighted way.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And I don't know, like maybe just like maybe I don't think I really want anyone to like necessarily have like, I don't really care about anyone being like goo over what a photo I've taken, but maybe like would be really cool to like inspire people to like look a little differently, or like to like appreciate some things that like are just always there, too, especially
Yeah.
color.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really a cool look into how you feel about those photos, and especially putting that lens over what we did with the album art stuff and what it came to be, the shoot that like really visually packaged everything. Like so much of that was about just that moment, and I felt it when we were shooting, and it's really cool to think I was feeling that and you were silently feeling the same thing. You know what I mean? That's really fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like a very specific experience. Like I just remember like how there was a lot of like different what's the word I'm looking for?
Cows.
There are a lot of different cows, and some have big spots and some have little spots. No, there were a lot of different like things happening that like accompanied to like what was inevitably like realized in the final images and stuff. Like
Sure.
the aspect of like you sleeping on cow pies in that tent and through a like rainy night, like pretty sleep deprived, and waking up with your bed head, and that being in the photo was like super, like that was like super awesome to me. Like I was like, that feels more real and more realistic to like what we went through, and like also like what made the like fake looking photo real.
Yeah,
I guess.
well, I mean, yeah, dude, to go back to what I was saying about like the impossible situation being demanded to be believed, like we were doing a ridiculous fucking thing, like,
yeah,
but the picture, like I remember the label had a note when I had said I wanted to use that photo,
yeah,
that they were like, you look really like kind of frustrated, like we were wondering if you wanted to choose one maybe that you like, or like I don't even know if they suggested to choose a different one, but they were just like, you look really tired in that, and I was like, you don't fucking know the half of it. Yeah. And that's exactly why I love that picture, is it was like, that could not have been more true to like, that was one of my favorite days of my life. Like I genuinely think about that day all the time, and that picture, even if that meant waking up and being sleep deprived and looking like shit, like it was like, that's exactly where we were. That was, you captured a moment that I was so present, and like I remember, dude, I literally remember the photo. Like I remember you taking that picture and like looking at you doing that, and it's so crazy to look at the photo and then to look in my mind's eye like what I was seeing then, like the opposite side of that, because it's so vivid, because it was just a moment that was so real. And that's how I feel about every single photo we took out there. Like I just remember that all so much, and I think it's because we were tired, and I think it's because we had gotten the shit kicked out of us by the day, like in the best way. Like I talk a lot about being like a good tired, and that was like, that sums it up. Like that's my favorite feeling in the world, is like being fucking exhausted
from working,
from giving a shit, from really, really caring about whatever you're doing. Like that matters so much to me in the music I make and just in my life as a person. And like, yeah, dude, that picture just like did so much storytelling in itself, and adding to that underlying tone that like I just wanted this record to feel like an extension of my reality. Like, you know, I'm not trying to create like some fabricated world, but I want to draw light on how insane reality is, and that's why I think that photo was so awesome.
That's so cool. I like, it's funny too, because I wasn't sure if you were gonna end up using any of them or,
really?
or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I was like,
my God.
I liked him. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna end up being like down the direction.
Oh my God.
But I was like, these are still this was like cool and fun.
Do you?
Then whenever I saw it, I was like, whoa, okay. I did not. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's the one. Okay.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
did not know you felt that way. Do you feel that way a lot when you shoot things? Like, are you pretty confident in the moment that you're capturing what you want to capture? Or is it like, we'll see later?
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. It's just like, it's a different thing too whenever it's like, I really felt strong in like what we made together, and I loved them. And it was just all like a part of like, well, of course, like I'll have insecurities about things and stuff, but
Sure.
but it was all more so like, did it fit the vision, and like did we like nail it together kind of thing, or did one of these photos match up, or at least get close to how you felt and how we talked that day at the park, you know?
Yeah.
About what like you were wanting and how you wanted it to feel and stuff. And so it was more so like, I was more so just like, if any of these get used, I'm interested in what one is going to be like.
That's crazy, man. That blows my mind to think of. Just like, I mean, that's like what we were talking about when we were eating dinner, like the perception thing of like, it's so interesting as someone who has no photo experience. Like I've never really been behind a camera, like to think how the subject of the photo is perceiving it in such a physical way, but to be taking a picture and hoping that person is feeling that, like you are trying to like conjure that through a tiny lens, you know what I mean? Like that's a wild thing. Very crazy. What do you like? Is there something that helped you, like a piece of advice or something you think or tell yourself while you're shooting, or like do you not tell yourself anything at all and just let it happen? Like how do you get to that place of just being like of channeling someone's vision?
It's like following a lot on instinct, and it's like listening and like understanding how the person that you're with, or maybe even photographing, feels. And like for me, it's just like I just want to have fun while we're doing it, and I think I'll see things and I'll get quiet and start working too. But like also, I like to talk while I'm taking photos because it feels more comfortable, and like there are moments in between that because whenever people talk, they move around a lot and will sit in more natural positions than I could have told them to, and I feel like those natural positions are specific to how they are as a person, than me like posing you, or me like telling you how to look because I saw this in another photo. You know, it's like it would make more sense for me to just talk and like have us like interact, and then see until we get to like a comfortable place where it looks natural and feels natural, and then we don't even have to talk.
Yeah, totally.
But I guess like, I don't know, as far as advice, like you should really be like following instinct. It's good to like have a plan, but definitely make room to not follow them at all if you want to. Like it's good to have an outline of like knowing the hill that you want to take a photo on, and then and going there. But when
cows show up, you don't necessarily tell them to leave.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you gotta let I guess the world happen around it, because that can be interesting, and just like photograph anything that feels natural, but like don't be afraid to like photograph things that you're afraid of. I don't know, I feel like another thing that like separates a lot of like the photographers I really like are like the photos they don't choose to like show.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Damn.
because you can take a ton of photos, but like, or make a lot of images, or make a book or a series,
Yeah.
and there might be a lot that fit in there, but like, it's, I think what defines the person and their voice more is like what they decide what they decided not to use, maybe.
Sure. Well, what do you find yourself not using photos that all fit a certain outline? Like, is it a common thing in a photo that you're like, this has something that I don't like in it, that you can identify within all the ones you end up not showing?
Yeah, it may not be such a like defined thing, but it's definitely a feeling, and like, it's really good to like sit on things for a bit and like come back to them, because like you definitely see them a lot different than you would before. There was a friend of mine named Brian, and he suggested that he made a body of work and he like put it away for like 6 months, and because he didn't really like it very much, and then, or maybe he told me the story of someone else, or maybe it was him, and he came back to it 6 months later, and he had experienced his life in a whole new way, and has a different perspective, and whenever you look at it with different perspective, it's gonna show itself in new ways. And I think that really there, in some ways, like there really isn't bad photos. It's just like how you can portray them, you know, or how you can use them in a story. Yeah,
and your confidence within them mattering seems to always, like, if I see a photo that someone shares, like you said, if someone shares a photo intentionally, my thought is they're proud of this, and this like influences how I want to be proud for them as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's really interesting to think of, like, it comes down to presentation as well.
Definitely. I think that like sequencing is the most underrated strength in like telling a story with photography. Yeah,
totally. Are you, golly, that's very cool. I saw a small chair over there, and I thought it was a person. I freaked out, man.
I love chairs, and that's what I take photos of a lot, too.
And that's why I try to sequence my chairs within my house in a really interesting way.
Yeah, I pull them from outside, inside. I pull them from the bathroom. We got a toilet by the dinner table.
I think it's crazy that the whole time you were really sharing these sincere thoughts, you were taking all of your clothes except for your shoes off. And you did it silently.
Well, I didn't want my feet to be cold. That's the only thing touching the ground.
That's true, man. Yeah, I'm floating at this point. The OJ's kicking in. What's something a lesson that you wish you would have known when you started shooting that you know now? I know that's kind of a cliche question, but what is something that you would have saved you a lot of time as far as like failing and figuring out that you wish you would have known when you started?
I don't know. I have the worst immediate answers. Are like, no. I think that I don't really regret much, because it all was like a part of the growth, obviously, I guess. But like, I think that my like mindset right now is like just to say yes to whatever comes to me, and then there's usually room for like my personal voice to shine through, or like for it to open up other opportunities. And
sure.
And I think that like I don't know, I just like to work with people that I like. Is the only thing.
Yeah.
Or take photos of chairs.
Or line all my chairs up in my room.
Yeah, line them all
Take
up.
my little pictures.
Take my little pictures.
Take my
just
little
another
naps.
day.
Just another day living my life, man. Dang, that's a really great thing to share.
To chair.
Okay, do you want me to ask my wrap-up question?
Let's go,
I almost
baby.
I feel like I shouldn't draw attention to the dynamic of this conversation.
I know.
Fucking
It took us so
dive
long to
bombing.
simmer down.
like literally, dude. Like I'm gonna say in the intro of this, like, hey,
If you wanna,
if y'all are aspiring photographers and a fan of Hudson's work, he says some amazing things sprinkled throughout, but it really took us an hour and a half to get to a
him
point where he said a gold mine of things.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, my wrap-up question that I've been asking everyone mostly.
Wait, should we do a little theme song, wrap up song?
Yes, absolutely.
Wrap up.
Are you sick of
Briston wrap
Are you
up?
sick of your damn? Wait, do it one more
You're
time.
gonna talk over it?
Do it one more
Okay.
time. No, I'm not going to.
Wait.
Wrap up, Briston.
I'm fucking sick of motherfuckers treating me like fucking shit. So, here's the dealio, bub. Stack up your little chairs all you want. I'm the papa daddy of this podcast. And if you don't start sucking... if you don't start... That's not what I meant to say. If you don't shut the heck up, fuck you, baby. Cool. I'm literally gonna cut that part out. No, I won't. Probably.
You should.
I just didn't
I'm
mean to
just
say sucking. I just didn't mean to say sucking.
I just
What?
didn't mean to say fucking.
Come on, man. Wait, can I tell one more funny story?
Yeah, please.
In high school.
Wait, please.
Okay, I'm telling the story, and then you're doing the wrap-up question, and then we should go.
Wrap up.
All right, you motherfuckers.
Sucking.
In high school, I had this teacher who was like a wrestling coach, but he also taught personal finance. And
I had the exact same
I
setup.
think a lot of people in the South
Oh
did.
my god! Did he do the
Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey,
Dude,
series?
yes, we
Yeah.
filled out forms and shit. He but this one day he like came in, he was like telling everyone he was like on a diet or something, and then in the middle of class we hear like we look over and he was like eating a biscuit, and someone was like, "Coach, like that's not a very healthy snack." And he went, "Hey man, it's just a biscuit." And so my whole life, I feel like if anyone from high school hears that, they'll laugh, because that was such a thing to just go, "It's just a biscuit."
Hey man, it's just a biscuit.
That's so funny.
No, dude, he said bisky.
Biscuit.
Which
That's
was
the best way to get caught.
It's just a biscuit. It was awesome. Okay, my wrap-up question for Hudson.
And then he said,
is-
"Shoot the half,
half
Nelson. Let's go full Nelson."
Maroney, I don't know why. Oh, another funny story about him. My voicemail for a long time was when you'd call, it would ring and then it would go, "You've reached the Loudoun County Home Depot. Our hours are 6 to whatever." And it was like 9 minutes long. And then he like stopped me at school and he was like, "Maroney, I've been trying to call your ass, trying to get you to wrestling practice, and every time I call you, you must have put in the wrong damn number, because I keep getting the Loudoun County Home Depot, okay? And I'm fucking sick of it."
Oh my god.
If you could ask God one question, let me hit this freaking blunt really fast that your papaw just papaw past me. Puff puff papaw. If you got to heaven, if you died right now, if you died AF right now, and you went to heaven, turns out it's real, and you're standing in front of God, the beautiful God that we all love and know.
Yeah.
What would you ask God?
Okay. Can I have a little time to think? Can you cut it down?
Bing boom bing 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 king boom bing boom bing 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 boom 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 around town. Are you gonna be my girl? We're jamming. My angel is the innocent and the sinful.
Wait, can I have two questions?
Can you have 2 questions?
Yeah, can I ask him 2 questions?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to ask you another question.
Wait, can I have a different question?
Yeah, you can ask him 2 questions.
Okay, my first one would be, why the heck did every time I took a shower with my ex-girlfriend, she had the water so hot? And why did she do that? Was it like, is it good? Does it burn off the bacteria better? Because, like, since we broke up, I've been taking, like, regular, normal showers, and it feels weird. And, like, I don't know if that would be better for me. Would that have been better? Would I live longer?
Was that your 2 questions?
That was my one question.
Just the one.
And my second question is, wait, who really invented capitalism?
I have a feeling, my dear boy, the answer to both questions would be the same thing. Man, that's sick. AF, I think God would have an awesome answer to that.
I think so, too.
And you'll have to let me know if God ever tells you.
Hit me up, Yahweh.
Yahweh, you know where I'm at. Literally. All right, Hudson McNeese, it's been a fucking pleasure.
Bro, it's been an effing pleasure.
It's been an FNP, my friend. Fucking nasty pleasure, dude.
Wait, what's your Enneagram?
Podcast.
Podcast 9.
I'm a podcast wing. Have a good time with your fucking life because it's fucking short. And all of the night, and my angel is the centerfold.
Angel is the centerfold.
Uh-oh. Bye. Are you sick of wasting time with all these mini clicks to get your website to where it needs to be? Squarespace makes it easy. Oh, I ripped the headphones out. I'm stopping it.
Welcome to Bottle Rattle Rock Company.
All right, y'all. That was Hudson McNeese. Damn, he's funny. And my angel is the centerfold. Come on. All right. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you guys for listening. I'm out of here. You're out of here. But together, we have never been closer. Goodbye.